All right, all right. Let me know how it sound over there, too. This is Tiger Baker, co-promoter of the Action Pool Tour. We're here with the finals with Scott Roberts and Chris Bruner. A race to 11 for the Pineapple Morris Memorial Shootout Championship. Down to 2 after starting with 19. Sorry, George won't be with us for the finals here. Scott's coming off a big win against Larry Crissell in the semifinals. And Chris Bruner, as usual for this season with the Action Pool Tour, he's sitting in the hot seat once again. And Scott runs a rack to go up 1-0 on this race to 11. Chris will be breaking. Scott's coming off a couple real big comeback wins, especially a earlier match where he's down 8-2 to Larry Crissell and came back and won that match also. Had a star-studded field today. Paid out over $4,000 for these guys that have been contributing to the tour throughout the year. Now Chris been breaking that wing ball in every time. Let's see if that corner ball goes in the corner pocket. Not this time, but the amount of velocity he has here, it looks like this is going to be a short rack with a 9-ball sitting in the corner pocket. Definitely want to thank our sponsors this year. Diamond Billiards, Simonis Cloth, Freedom Walk-In Tubs and Showers. All of them contributed to make sure these guys are paying for a decent amount of money. Scott Roberts traveled many miles to get here today and has battled through a lot of good hard competition to get to this final match. Looks like we can have a 2-4-9 combination here. Chris is looking it over. I want to thank Q-Master Billiards also. As usual, one of the greatest houses, not only in the state, but in the whole country. 2-4 combo doesn't go at all. Chris come up short there. There's a wide open table for Scott. If he can make the 2-ball here. 3-9 is simple on the 9. Let's see what Scott can do with this 2. Two-ball dead eye. It's on the wrong side of the 3 here, but he's looks like he's going to have a banker. He can draw the cue ball back into the 9. He's hitting it low, so I think he's got a 2-way shot here, actually. Draws it perfectly and sinks the 9 ball. What a great shot, making both ends of a saving shot there. 2-0, Scott Roberts. Looking for his first tournament victory. I tell you what, this man, I've been telling him for 6 months, has been on the verge of something great. He's been in many matches, some bad rolls, some other things happen in a match. Sometimes it just don't get you quite through, but I tell you what, Scott, I've been telling him for about 6 months now that he's due. He's proven himself today with some really big wins against some strong competition. Anytime you beat Larry Crissell twice, you've done a great job in any tournament, and that's what's happened here today. And also playing in the hot seat earlier against Chris Bruner. On a race to 9, of course, it was 8-8, and Chris got a 2-9 combination to win that first match. So Scott's got the eye. Late night pool here at Q-Master Billiards. It's coming up on 12 o'clock, but somebody's going to be crowned the first annual Pineapple Memorial Tournament Shootout champion. Scott's also been breaking the balls very well. Shatter break there. Cue ball setting up pretty. I tell you what, the way they're putting this 9-ball near the corner pocket, this race can go pretty quick if it keeps happening that way. Scott sinks to 1 ball. 2's lined up perfect for him. He's been, the stroke that he's had the last couple matches has just been really, really nice. Missed a couple balls, but I tell you, he's made up for it under a lot of pressure here. Tour championship on the line. 2 ball in the corner pocket. Drills it, comes across the table, underneath the 3 ball. Shoot the 3 ball in the same pocket. Action Pool Tour has put out their schedule for next year. We're going to be traveling to a lot of new houses. Looking for more sponsorship. Anybody interested in sponsoring these guys on a tour? Some fantastic people, some fantastic pool players. Give me a call. Tiger Baker, 757-472-8874. Let's make it happen for these guys. Scott got great shape on the 4 ball. Be drawing back here. 1 rail for the 5 ball in the corner. Tight shot. He's going to take a good look at it, but table's wide open, and with his ability, this should be a fairly easy run out for him. A beautiful shot in the corner with a good draw back here. Comes across the table, lovely. The 5 ball in the side pocket, coming back up to the table for 6. Up 2-0 here, playing against the #1 player on the Action Pool Tour for the entire year. Has been in at least 6 final matches out of 12 months, playing some of the best competition in the world. Yeah, Scott did come up short there on that shot. Needs to stay on top of this match. Tell you, if Chris Bruner can pull this off, it'd be probably the best season anyone's ever had on the Action Pool Tour. He's always had game, but I tell you what, in the last 6 months, he has proven to the world that he's a force to be reckoned with. Drawing the 6 ball into the rail, straight across with 8, with ease. 8 ball goes in the same pocket, and conceding a 9 ball straight in, taking a match to 2-1. Scott Bruner, Chris breaking. Two great competitors on the table right now. Scott Roberts been knocking on the door. I know. Scott looking for that first tournament championship for the year. Real nice break from Chris Bruner. 1 ball sunk, 2 balls straight in the side pocket. And he does have sight on it. Fairly easy table here for Chris. One that I'd be surprised that he doesn't run out on. And if the matches have hold to form, we will probably be going 11-10 here. It's a 2 ball, 3 ball straight in the corner pocket, 4 ball sitting where it needs to sit. Let's probably just draw this over to the rail and shoot the 4 ball in the other corner. Perfect. He wants to make sure he has a little angle, and he does. Should come around 2 rails here for the 6 ball. You can shoot it in the side or the upper corner pocket here. Tell you, with the pressure that these guys go through for the money that they're playing for, it's for the love of the game. It's for the title. And the title tonight is for the Pineapple Morris Memorial Shootout, one of the biggest instructors in Tidewater at one of the best pool halls in the world. He's a master instructor, helped a lot of people. Didn't even charge him money sometimes, just want to make sure people played up to their capabilities. And we honor him here and make sure that we keep his name going for what he's meant to the game also. Chris runs that rack out. We're at 2-2 now. Scott Roberts coming to the table to break. Right now being joined by the one, the only, the one and the only, Miss Chris Wylie.
I wish there was only one.
There's only one. Even though sometimes you'll look and you'll see two or three of her. She does so
Especially at
much for
this
this
late
tour.
hour.
But the Action Pool Tour here for the Pineapple Morris Memorial Shootout, first annual. Hopefully there'll be 100 of these by the time it's over. It's 2-2, race to 11 for the title. And both fellas here, it's not about the money, it's about carrying this beautiful plaque home. And you can only have one first, and this will be the first champion. So in the history of this tournament, the winner of this match will always be known as the first champion.
The first Pineapple
First-
Memorial.
That's right. That's right.
Pineapple Morris Memorial champion. Pineapple was a staple at the U.S. Open and did the door work there for what, like 30 years? 20?
Sure did.
Yeah.
Scott scratched on a break here and also made 2 balls on a break. Table's wide open for Chris. I think Chris has, what, 3 titles this year already, correct? 3 of them.
I think we had to count because
3
there
of
were
them,
so
been
many.
in probably a half a dozen of finals. And here's his chance to put a stamp on one of the greatest years any player's ever had on this tour. And like I said earlier, Scott Roberts has been knocking on the door. I've been watching this game every tour stop. He's been knocking on the door, getting better each stop, finishing matches. And as you see today, hill battle that he lost to Chris in a hot seat, and also knocked off Larry Crissell twice in one event.
Yeah, and he played well, so that was a chore unto itself.
Chris drew that back. Probably the worst shot he's hit today. Wide open table here. I don't know what he was looking for. Maybe to draw back to get the 2 ball on the side, but caught the 5 ball a little bit thin, and now he's going to have to jump to get the 2 ball on the side. Chris, I've seen him jump 4 shots today. I haven't seen him miss one yet.
I was going to say, I haven't seen him miss one yet either. And he still has a
continues.
perfect record.
Not the best stroke that we've seen today, but the results are fine.
That's all that matters.
For all you pool fans out there, we have the only large table tournament tour stops in the entire East Coast. We got a little roll there for sure.
Yes,
3
he
ball,
did.
want to miss,
And
tied
we'll
him
be
up on a 4.
We'll be starting again next January 18th.
We're
and
traveling
19th.
a long way in January, coming all the way back to Q Master
Q-Master.
Billiards. That's right. And we're going to be visiting some other areas of the state and trying to spread the word throughout the country that we're here to stay.
And the state 10 ball will be in Midlothian, Virginia, once
Midlothian.
again at Diamond Billiards in February. Current date is February 8th and 9th, so keep your eyes open, and hopefully we'll get a good field of players for that one. People seem to really like that 10 ball event.
I was up in the stands watching. George Hammerbacher had a little, nothing to worry about medical issue. He had to just ride out
No, it's been here.
the state. He's been here for 12, 13
That was
hours.
a beautiful shot by Chris. And he doesn't get any reward for that.
Nothing at all. You know, sometimes I think that when you're playing French, you can loosen up and go at things a little quicker. I don't know if we're going to see a bunch of safety battles here. But race to 2, we know that the score is going to end up 11-10. That's just the way me and Chris do it. You get bang for your money. Anybody wants to contribute to this wonderful stream that we're sending out, go on to our website, actionpooltour.com. Send what you can.
Yeah,
We'll take $1. We'll take 1,000. We'll take whatever you want to put in here.
There is a donate button right on our
That's
live
right.
stream
Just
page.
stick it on in there and see what happens and feel good about what we're doing.
Yeah.
Keeping the big table events still active in Virginia and Maryland, and people from North Carolina, Delaware, all over the eastern seaboard coming to play the best 8, 9, and 10 ball matches that you can play. Staggered entry fees for you people that are developing your game, so you can start out as low as $40 to play in one of these matches against some of the high-powered players on the East Coast that have to pay more than twice that to play against you. Just come out and test your skills. It's the only way to get better. If you're not playing someone better than your skill level, you're not going to increase your level of ability.
That's right.
That's why I play against you, Chris.
Some people don't mind being a big fish in a little pond.
Scott with 6-ball, a little top right English here. Is what I think, to come back up the table a little bit, shoot it inside.
Yeah. You don't mind if I do that? Light switch, okay. Scott Roberts leads his match 3 racks to 2. Bruner's gonna break. He's had a pretty decent break in the matches that I've gotten to watch. Seems like he always gets that wing ball in that pocket.
He's been crushed. When checking the rack, make sure everything's tight. Like I said, Scott Roberts has been knocking on the door here. You know, look at this trophy, Chris. You did a great job putting this thing together. Gave out some individual awards today. Chris Bruner got the Action Pool Tour Player of the Year, of course. He's ran away with a points total from 6 months ago, actually. Pretty much wrapped up. Tim McClure got the Director's Award for everything that he did for his contributions to everything that's been happening this year. Been a real solid competitor, and we appreciate him.
Absolutely. Coming out and playing as many events as he's played. Hopefully that'll be paid back to him in rewards when he shows up next season to play.
And also our Sportsmanship Award was given to Bethany Sykes, who, I'll tell you, watching her play and the love of the game that she shows just makes you feel warm about what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we're going game to game here. 3-2 Scott Roberts. Scott at the table looking at the 1 ball. He's going to have to go to jump town on this one for sure.
And, you know, Bethany's a great example why people might want to come out here even if they don't think they can compete. She takes what she learns playing against these guys and takes it to the level that she's definitely more in control of, and does really well playing there because she has practice against these guys.
National championship on her belt this year, too, and former state champion here in Virginia. And a 3rd place finish in the 10-ball championships here this year. Want to mention Miss Jackie Dugan had high female this tournament here, playing against 16 of the strongest men in the whole state. She come up and beat Liz Taylor.
Right. Liz was our reigning state 8-ball champion this year.
And won 2 events in 1 weekend last weekend over in Peninsula Billiards. And with a Fargo rating of at 600, anytime you beat Liz, male or female, you feel good about it because she's got so much talent. Jackie stuck it out today and won a big match and got the top female award here today. So congratulations, Jackie.
Oh, no.
Well, jumped a little bit, you know.
Yes, it did.
Right up. Tomorrow here at Q-Master, have a Toys for Tots tournament for the people that are burning at midnight and will listen to our commentary tonight. Trying to raise some toys for the children and spread some love throughout this community of pool players we have also. Bruner looking at the 3-ball in the side pocket. 4 sitting pretty, and the 5's there too. Be very surprised if you don't run out from here. Just got to back the ball up for the 4. Angle, he's got to use the bottom rail and come back up for the 5-ball. No, drawing back also.
Yeah, the Toys for Tots tournament will get underway probably about, practice starts at 10. Bring an unwrapped gift for one of the kids and get $5 off your entry fee.
Got a turkey shoot going along with that. A lot of prizes to give out. A lot of money to give out to tomorrow. A lot of money to give out tomorrow. Chris shooting a 9-ball to take it at 3-3. I told you don't go away because nobody's running away with this tonight. 3-3 makes it a race to 8 from here. Chris Wylie, a member of the champion ladies division championship team from last year. She's right in the hunt again this year. Just want to let you crowd out there know who I'm dealing with. Champion herself.
Oh, I wish it could be a champion every day. Every once in a while is as best as I can get right now.
Chris plays a lot of doubles. I'm working on my game to maybe one day be able to be in that same caliber for her to be able to play with me. But we're going to work on that. That's why I'm here, to learn this game and try to get enough pointers to where you might think about maybe even just playing in maybe one event with me. I got a little heavy on that one, Scott did.
Yeah, but
2 balls still lined up for the side. He's going to have to carry it for the 4, so he's going to... 4 ball can be a problem here. I think he's going to go up table and hope he can get through this traffic. Exactly what he did.
there you go.
Off the rail just enough.
Considering he's been at this all day long, the idea that they can still keep the focus up to make shots like that.
Also want to give a shout out to Sexiest Golfer Alive, Grant Wylie, who couldn't be here today for his photography. Done a lot of good work this year for the Action Pool Tour and been a sponsor in one of the events. Want to let him know how much we appreciate him and hope everything went good today on his other ventures. And we'll definitely be seeing him again soon. I think you know him, don't you?
I have a good relationship with the man.
That sounds good.
You know, the other people we ought to make sure and mention too is, you know, part of the prize fund for this event is coming out of sponsorship from Predator and their wonderful products.
Yes.
Simonis and Aramith. We're just grateful that they were supportive of our tour, so that way we could have a special night for these guys.
Every player that played in this event today cashed. And whatever event can you have where all 19 competitors come away with at least $100.
Yeah, how often
Phenomenal.
does that happen?
Just phenomenal. But when you're dealing with Chris and Tiger, you know it's going to be right. And we know that. We've been all the players have been very supportive, no problems, whatever. We'd love suggestions. We may not pay attention to all of them, but we're definitely open to it. And if you have any suggestions, you know how to get a hold of us at theactionpooltour.com. Scott Roberts running 6 consecutive balls there to go to 4-3. Scott has 7 games now from his first title. Chris Bruner, by the way, been dressed out in hustling gear tonight.
Yes, he is. I think they all are.
He's a hustler. He's definitely a hustler.
The Amish assassin scores a few balls on that
What an
break.
Incredible break. Wide open table here, Chris. So you can have any action you want on him not finishing this rack. 3 balls straight in, using the rail to get back onto the 4, shooting a 3 and a 4 in the same pocket. Got to kick off the 6, and
Still got a shot at it. It's just probably not the one
he's
he
going
was
to cut
thinking.
this on in there for sure. Oh, yes, he did. That's what the league players got to realize, too. Don't be afraid to stroke a ball and use the rail to get to your next ball. If anything I've learned watching these guys this year, it's use the whole table. It's what it's there for.
Yeah, it's definitely been interesting and educational just seeing the patterns that they play and the way they just sometimes make the cue ball do whatever they want.
And a dribbler. Think he might have got one. No, he didn't get lucky here.
Can't tell from my angle.
2 ball out here for Scott to go to a 5-3 lead and a break. This could be a big turning point here. It's a lengthy shot. It's something that Scott is gonna
Another
miss.
dribbler. But
You know, when you're playing for a title, that stick gets a little heavy sometimes, and it is late. Chris is looking for the same 8-ball shot.
it's actually tomorrow. We had called this out as a one-day event, but I guess we were wrong about that.
That's true.
Yeah.
6-8, 9 straight in the side, 9 balls conceded. He's going to go ahead and shoot it in anyway. 4-4. Who would have guessed that? Roberts breaking the balls. They're both breaking the balls really well, Chris. As soon as I say that, nothing falls.
Bruner does have a shot at the one.
Now, Chris, what are we playing for here? $1,500 for first place. What is second place in the event?
I believe that is $1,000.
$1,000 for second place and $1,500 for first place. We're an event where everybody's getting paid. On top of that, Cal could have had over $600 for a small field today.
Yeah,
So
we
if
weren't
you-
really expecting much of it. Oh my.
Well, we hung the 2 ball. Scott hops up, and Scott will try to take that 1-game lead over again. Freedom walk-in tubs and showers.
Yeah, they were a good sponsor for us to be able to have this year. That one, and of course George Hammerbacher. His contributions are known not only for his voice but for his teaching. So you know, he's in the northern part of the state and available there for anyone looking for lessons.
That's right. And with Freedom walk-in tubs, Chris, you want to make sure that you walk. Don't run into the tub. You could slip and injure yourself. So make sure that if you're wanting a brand new tub that you can soak in, Freedom walk-in tubs and showers. All right, 7 balls is going to be the ball to go into here, Chris. Got a little bit of angle on the 6. He might be able to sneak it there or maybe play a safe behind the 9. But at the pace and the time of the night here, I don't think we're going to see too many safeties. Played it, George. I think he's got just enough angle to squeeze it by the 9. A cue ball, that is.
If not, he can stick it back there and put the 7 out.
Yeah, and the cue ball's going to bump the 9, whether he makes it or not. So he's going to have to get some love here. It really is. Oh, and he did exactly what you said. Didn't get it behind the 9, but it's leaving him long. It's a real good shot by Scott.
Yeah.
Table number 30 is here at Q Masters, had some of the best matches ever played on the East Coast. Some phenomenal matches have happened on this table. So to be here and watch the finals of a great tournament, I'm excited. I don't know if you're excited, Chris, but I'm excited right now. Can you tell?
Hey, if I weren't so excited, I'd be asleep right now. So the excitement's just keeping me from making some, you know, Z noises over the
I hear you. I
microphone.
hear you. Got a bank shot here, 4-4. If he's gonna go for the drill. It looks like he's cranking it up to really blast this thing too.
Well,
And
that
he
ball
did.
bounced off.
It's gonna roll
He's
up and
g-
leave
he's gonna-
Scott real pretty. Is what it's gonna happen.
It's just not enough steam to get back to that corner pocket. There's been a few shots like that, though, I've seen throughout the day where it was just enough to get where you needed to be.
Oh wow! You can tell it's getting late when you leave like that.
And there you go.
And safety allowed.
Is that Chris with his jump cue? Believe it is. Let's see if he keeps his perfect record here.
Pretty good effort there, but with the speed of the shot, you can pretty much chalk this game up. Thought he had it on the last shot, but he's gonna have to, with the speed of this, you're gonna have to hit this with a real slow pace. Be able to come back and shoot the 8 in the same pocket. Draw the cue ball down to the rail and shoot the 9 in the same pocket also.
Good call, buddy. Good call. Then who says you don't know 9-ball?
There it went.
I hear
Scott
you're
Roberts, 5-4.
I hear you're a 9 in 9-ball.
APA has found it within their system to put me as the highest ranked 9-ball player in Tidewater. Thank you. I appreciate y'all, and I'm very honored to be ranked a 9. It's something I've strived for my whole life. And I don't even know what to say about it, Chris.
You just did.
All you guys that are 8s and 7s, just come talk to me. I'll let you know what's up. Scott Roberts up 5-4. Chris breaking from the side. He's lost that wing ball shot, Chris, in the last few breaks. So
No.
nothing falls here. Let's see if Scott can do something here and put a little space in between this match. I think he's got room. I don't know if he's got room for the 1 or not. Kind of tough angle here to look. We'll be back here in about 10 hours for our Toys for Tots tournament. Anybody out there wanting to come? It's going to be handicapped races based on a Fargo system. Got a lot of goodies to pass out.
You had
Come
a chance
see
to feel
us.
good about yourself for doing something nice for one of the children who's going to get some gifts now.
And we've got a box up front. Believe it or not, Chris, we've got about 20 presents already in a box up front from Q-Master that put up for early donations.
Awesome. Let's see what kind of leaf Scott gets
He's
from
going to
that.
leave him safe. That's what he's going to do right here. No, just squeeze
Squeak
it out.
out.
No. Should be a fairly easy save for Chris. We'll find out if he's going to plan on playing any saves tonight at all if he's shooting this.
Nope. But it looks like... no, I thought he might have a little window there. From this angle, it's hard to tell.
Jump City again. Let's see if Scott can crank one in here one time.
At least stuck it on the table this time.
Got a hit and got a roll, it looks like. I think this title, with what Chris has done this year, I know he'd like to have another title under his belt, but Scott Roberts, this would be a nice start to his 2020 season by finishing up with this year-end tournament win.
Well, he's certainly one of the people on the do list for this title. We've got a few players who are just gonna bust one open soon. It's hard to know when, but it's gonna happen. Looks like Bruner's got a shot now of putting some balls away.
For you out there interested in the cash, this match has a difference of $730 between the first place winner and the second place winner.
That's
So
quite a motivator.
not $1 million, but $730 does speak. So.
Oh my goodness gracious!
And got another bad roll.
No, I think he can get to it.
He's gonna have to go to jump down once again. He's close to the ball he's jumping over. He's got to keep one foot on the ground, which he does. Drills it in here, but doesn't leave too much with a 5-ball here. You know what? From this angle, it didn't look that good, but looking on the monitor, 5-ball's going to roll in easy. He's going to go out. It looks like he's going to spin out 2 rails for the 6. Shoot the 6-ball in the same pocket. He went a little far there, Chris, so he's going to have to rear back and fire this one. It's a little
Take it
tester.
in the other corner.
That's a little tester here. Okay. Dead center, shooting a 7. And an 8, all in the same pocket. Little top right English here. Will come up to the 9-ball. Got a little more angle here than I think he wanted, but with his skill level, this is a 80% make, Chris, if not more. Let's say 90.
92.4. Oh.
And a concession of the game there also.
So it is now Scott Roberts 6, Chris Bruner 4. I believe it's Roberts' break too. Now Scott comes over from Lynchburg, isn't it? No, is it Roanoke, Lynchburg? It's where the clubhouse is. That's Lynchburg.
Lynchburg.
Yes. So Scott has a bit of a ride to get out here.
He won a big match earlier against David Hunt, and the live stream was going on at the home pool hall and had a lot of people watching, so he got on the stream earlier today and won a big match against David Hunt.
We'll be out at the clubhouse in, I believe, June this coming up here on our 2020 schedule.
Do they have a clubhouse there? I mean, are we going to be able to climb in one or anything, or is it just that the name of the place?
That's the name of the place?
Because I was really looking forward to getting into a clubhouse. So
I'm sure
maybe they'll build one. That 9-ball rolled over to the pocket again, which makes these games real short. I got a 2-5-9 combo. That should be easy. It's sitting in the pocket. Not as deep as you'd like it to be, but he's got 2 choices here. He can go 2-5-9, or he could shoot the 2, carom the cue ball off the 2 into the 4, and make it that way, whichever way he feels more comfortable about.
Looks like I can't tell from here.
Rimmed it out.
However, he took that combo out of play. Bruner's got
He
him
got another good roll here, too.
tough shot on that too. Of course, he can go into the
What a great shot there.
Yeah.
Guy just try to kick it a 2-ball, give it a good effort, no hit there. Chris will come to the table down 6-4 on this race to 11. Scott's on 1 foul, but it looks like he's going to be able to hit this ball pretty easy. From this angle, maybe I'm not seeing it quite right, but if he hits it on the left side, he's going to scratch in the corner. Yeah, interesting shot here from Scott. He's going to be jumping the ball into the rail, it looks like. He's going to have to get a lot of the 2-ball for it not to scratch. So it's going to be a real delicate shot. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, he had to go at it that way. He's on 2 now. He's on 2. I think Chris feels like probably here that he doesn't need to put him on 3 fouls. Maybe he's going to draw back 3-4, 5-9 combo, and this game will be over. And 4 ball in a corner, just carrying the cue ball over to the rail to get shape on the 5-9. Pretty much a straight in shot for Chris. He's going to have to look it over for a sack.